and to Mary Magdalene, nothing less.
If Saunière actually discovered the starting point of the enigma in Mary Magdalene's church in Rennes-le-Château, he had to study the Merovingian dynasty, the Merovingians in the south of France, and then Meroving's lineage, who will go up the Pilat as if they were going to settle on the edge of Roussillon.
The priest would have walked this very old path. It links the Loupes castle to a chapel close to the pillar's summit. It is dedicated to Mary Magdalene. Saunière probably casted a fond glance on a naive painting that cannot be seen anymore today, as it has just been stolen. An echo to the bas-relief placed under the altar in his own church, with all the usual attributes of this saint. There are hundreds of chapels dedicated to Mary Magdalene, but this one bears the mark of a legend which sets Pilat to a very special position in the Christian mythology. Mount Pilat would be called such because Pontius Pilate, back from Palestine, would have committed suicide in the Pilat after having stopped in Vienne, an important Gallo-Roman town. It is even said that the obelisk from the old Roman circus was his grave. On another side of Mount Pilat, in the industrial valley of Gier, other memories of Mary Magdalene could also have attracted Father Saunière. In the place of the motorway junction, there was a sanctuary dedicated to the saint. It was said to shelter relics from her brother Lazarus, the one risen from the dead, from Bethany. Just above, Saunière could see the ruins of a feudal castle, Guillaume and Beatrix of Roussillon's castle. Guillaume had gone to the last crusade, called by the Templars of Saint Jean d'Acre. He knew he would not come back. In their manner, Beatrix was crying over her husband between tower and chapel. One day, as Emperor Constantin had, she saw a sign in the sky, a cross surrounded by stars. She followed it for several kilometers up to a remote valley of the Pilat, close to Merlin's Rocks, a Celtic and magic place that Father Boudet would have liked. And there, inspired by the sky, she laid the foundations of an abbey, the Chartreuse of Sainte-Croix. At the time, Saunière paid visits to the region. This Chartreuse, neglected since the Revolution, was the theatre of major discoveries. Frescoes from the 14th century, contemporary to Beatrix of Roussillon. They are inspired by Giotto. A crucifixion with Mary, her sister, and Magdalene at the foot of the cross. And above all, a cup collecting Christ's blood, the Holy Grail. The track seems good, although unexpected. Father Saunier, of course, knew that tradition links Mary Magdalene rather with Provence and the Sainte Marie de la Mer, close to the River Rhone's mouth. Magdalene and the three Marys, Marie Salome, Marie Jacobet and the Virgin, are said to have arrived from Palestine with Sarah, their servant, in a boat with no sail nor rudder. They were accompanied by Lazarus and Joseph of Arimathea, who bore the Grail. In Provence, Magdalene and Lazarus would have left for Marseille. Here, in the crypt of St. Victor's Abbey, the saint is still celebrated. Around are the graves of the first Christians that settled in the town. Then Magdalene went around the mountain of the Étoile, the mountain of the star, and took refuge in a grotto on the slopes of the massif of the Saint Baume. Several times a day, angels came to her and would bring her to the air, up to her oratory at the top of the mountain. Feeling that death was near, Mary Magdalene went to the close town, Christianized by Saint Maximin, and that's where she left our earth.